Cheese.
Actually, I think I do have Lars's character, so I can just set up Lars. Nope, I have Blue's PNG, but not Lars.
All I know is everyone in the galactic community is very much unhappy with me.
Why?
Oh god, what'd you do?
Let's just say I built this thing called let me find the name of it real quick. It is called a synaptic lake. I put living beings into it to have their brains sucked up and destroyed to be put into research.
Can I?
And I have more than half my whole entire population.
Huh, that's interesting. Sorry, I opened Twitch and try to tune into Crystal's stream, and it loads so many fucking ads that my entire freaking browser crashes. What the fuck?
Weird.
You crashed my browser.
I'm so sorry. I did
You
not mean
better
to.
be.
I don't...
What I'm doing is for the betterment of science.
I didn't even know that was possible.
There's a reason why I should not be trusted with remotely any form of power in government. And all I know, what I just started doing is cause a massive ripple throughout the whole entire galaxy, because now people are having a lot of like diplomatic problems from within. As I'm seeing a few civil wars just randomly popping up.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how I did it. But I am that powerful now.
You get a sleepy meal too.
Yep.
I have access to the gun.
Yep. Yeah. Well, actually, the only time you ever have access to fire at this current moment is for bits.
One second. I only need to cheer 5 more.
I
literally...
hate that my brain's just like, and you too can have access to a arson emote with the power of 1K bits.
And allowing me to burn the world. I might be going a little crazy.
I have gained access to the arson emotes.
Hi, Pumpkin.
All it took
Holy shit, I just
was
realized what I'm
5
doing.
bits from more.
I just realized what path I'm starting to go down.
What?
If Blue is here, they would realize it. I'll quote the whole entire theme. Event chain, cosmic genius. The reach of gravity is generally astonishing. While we have discovered new ways to manipulate it, the true implications of our work remain unexplored. We are confident that gravity remains the best option to pierce our current reality, not unlike the way in which a black hole impacts the universe around it. we have hypothesized that access to what is essentially the flip side of reality could allow us to alter the rules of this English.
English
Allow us
non-existent.
to
The rules of English.
alter the rules of on this side. This is a dangerous field of study, but caution must be. Fuck, I cannot read apparently. But caution must not get in the way of progress. And if Blue was here, they would realize I'm just basically talking like Sigma did in Overwatch.
Mm.
Why is there a character in Overwatch called Sigma?
I don't know.
Whose fucking idea was that?
The devs.
The people that have decided that they want to attract a certain generation to play Overwatch.
Why? The game's bad enough.
You're not wrong.
Honestly, I've learned to stop questioning Blizzard.
the only the only good thing about Overwatch is that I relate to one of the characters on a spiritual level, and you can probably guess which one it is. It's one of the newer ones, if you need a hint.
That's very descriptive.
I don't pay attention to Overwatch, so
It's the character that... It's the character with the drills that eats rocks.
Rock Muncher.
It's the character that canonically eats rocks. I relate with them on a spiritual level.
All I know is an ancient empire threatened me. I don't know to be scared or be fine.
I mean, it could be worse things, but
True.
waiting on like one person to respond because Fishy's no longer a part of D&D.
But
Again, and this is like her final time, so
really,
Gonna throw cheese at Blue.
hello, Snow. There's also just a high chance that Phantom's asleep.
They're in... They... It... I'm just gonna say this. It
They
said
just
they
got
got it.
into
It said,
video chat.
yeah. Yeah. Like, they got into VR chat like 30 minutes ago about... When we were getting into VC, it was like 11 minutes ago.
Mm. Thank you for the reminding me to eat. I will get food in a second. Actually, I have cookies. Well, I guess today we're gonna mostly focus on the hypnosis. Then.
Okay.
yay!
Alrighty. Well, thank you for stopping by, Snow. So, last
You're-
time on D&D, we didn't actually get much progress done, mostly because I was just very tired. But you guys wound up talking a little bit about the Hypnosis and the Warden, while also still being at the ball, and that's about all I remember. I believe one of the brothers, the magic one, is in control, so we have that. But that's about it. So what would you guys like to do?
Uh, where is Leah? I think I remember like
With
last time they were.
Lars, Esther, and
Yeah.
the rest of the group. I was gonna say more, but then I realized, right, we have so little people.
Yeah. I think they already talked to Esther about the entire, you know, situation with them figuring out about the way the hypnosis kind of works and stuff.
Yep. Well, I will state that the warden is in the room. I just realized, is Lars here?
No.
We've been muted for a bit.
Fuck. Well,
1 second. Why is the child muted? I guess while we are waiting for Lars to get back,
mm-hmm.
uh, Zia will kind of be like looking around, trying to, you know, see if everything is, you know, going well. If there's anybody who needs help or anything, or if the warden's doing anything different.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
23.
Okay. Well, from what you see, actually, you see that the warden is by the entrance talking with a couple guards, but they aren't, from what you can hear, aren't saying anything noteworthy at this moment. You see the musicians that are performing for the ball playing music, but you hear mostly clatter in the kitchen. The royal kitchen.
Zia turns to Lunar. Esther. Esther. I get your characters mixed up. I'm sorry. You have too
Yes.
many characters with similar names.
Esther and Luna are very similar now?
Their names are similar. It's the at the end, and also Chaos SMP versus D&D.
Fair. Well,
Anyways, they turn to Esther. I'm gonna go check out the kitchen real quick. I can hear something happening in there.
alrighty. Probably make sure not to get too caught, I guess. Seeing as this is a ball, they're probably not gonna be as lenient as they were during the banquet.
Yeah. Um. So Zia walks over in the direction of the kitchen and sees if they can kind of hear through the door what's going on.
Alrighty. Roll me another perception check, but also stealth. Gonna do a combo of the two, which means I actually should pull out my
Saying,
calculator.
I was saying they would like walk over there. They'd get as close as they can within the ballroom, while staying within the ballroom.
Oh, alright. So, from what you can hear, mostly because I didn't fully prepare this in terms of conversation, so fortunately, you're not gonna get bits of conversation this session.
Sorry.
You're fine. This is on me. I should have done more preparing, but I got distracted by a certain person. Well, let's say who. But and also chaos or something. But you are able to hear that there is some huge clatter still going on. Almost to a point where it sounds like there's one of the from what you can make out, it seems like one of the newer servants is providing some problems for the kitchen. It's mostly sounds of clatter of. You remember when Lars ended up failing horribly to just be a waiter? It's
Yeah.
kind of like that level of chaos, where it seems like a lot of platters are being dropped, a lot of glass and whatnot are breaking almost. And a lot of yelling at a particular servant. You aren't able to make out their name.
Okay.
You can either listen more. What would you like to do?
1 second. I'm trying to see if I can. Sorry.
You are all good. In the meantime, Kilo, if you're back, I don't know.
I've been here.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Um, Great question.
There's still the amount of food. You can follow after Zia. You can go check out the warden.
I'm gonna go check out the warden.
Out of context, that sounds awkward. But alright.
Good. There's a reason.
Oh God.
He totally doesn't have a crush on that one from when he saw her in the
I shouldn't have shared. I shouldn't have shared that "Life of a Bard" song.
Hey, I'm not going there. That ain't my shtick.
Still.
Roll me a perception check.
Let me quickly grab my freaking.
I'm gonna laugh if you roll like a low number on perception.
It would be funny. 13. What the fuck did I get new dice?
Well, you're able to see that the warden is not in the room or not near. Actually, wait, you wouldn't have known that they were near the entrance. You're able to see that the warden is kind of making their way towards the kitchen.
I follow.
Just like a normal follow.
Yeah.
Okay, you follow the warden, who stops for a moment, looks at you. What are you doing, sir?
Don't act like you don't know me. Well, you don't know me. You know my brother, who's kind of crazy, to say the least. Do I need to give you a reminder?
I mean, you look very similar to the other. No, are you twins?
No, we're in the same body.
So weird. And I thought that was the smartest one.
I'm sorry?
I swear the middle child did tell you about this, but apparently not. One long tangent later of explaining everything.
Ah, well, I see, you're very interesting. Um, but I'm afraid I have some things to go do, and like as you say that, you hear another large, loud clatter in the kitchen. If you excuse me, I have to go deal with something. And they start heading in towards the kitchen.
He just watches in disappointment, wanting to talk.
I'm so sorry, I was caught off guard.
Fair enough.
At this point, I'm just like, huh, that throws a little bit of wrench in later plans, depending on how that goes. But hey, you didn't hear that from me. Zia,
Yeah.
you just saw the warden walk through into the kitchen after another loud ass clatter. What would you like to do? Would you like to investigate or anything?
Yeah, I would like to. Sorry.
Alrighty, roll me a stealth and investigation check.
30 on stealth and 16 on investigation.
Let me just pull out the calculator. Okay. Right, you have high stealth, so what my normal method might not work as much, but you have combined score of 23. So, as you kind of slither your way into the kitchen, you remember that servant that unfortunate soul you happened to come across earlier while pretending to be the warden with the foil mage is now a servant and is kind of providing a huge hassle. Clearly, whatever happened in between, like, not even what I would say is about 30-ish minutes ago, and now there is definitely a little bit of a issue happening. You happen to see that the warden, like, before the other servant is able to cause any more chaos, the warden kind of just picks up this servant, or what is currently a servant, by the collar of his uniform before dragging him out of the kitchen and what looks to be that room in the direction of that one hypnosis room.
Okay.
And no one else is reacting. From what you can see, all of the others don't seem to, either they are afraid, actually, of this warden, almost instantly looking away as if they're not to make sure they don't see anything as soon as they notice that they're there, or just looking unbothered, almost like a shell, or like a husk, a walking husk of a character. And as soon as the warden's out, they return back to almost a lively presence again.
Right. So I'm looking at something real quick. Ah. Okay, I would need a long rest to make that up right now. I'm gonna say that Zia does go and tries to follow them.
Alrighty.
I might cast invisibility on myself before that, though.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. As you do that, I'm not gonna have you roll stealth for this because you are invisible, and I'm gonna say you have an immediate advantage either way. And also, you have a very high stealth. So, as you follow, you hear brief mentions of the warden of, like, I don't remember giving that mage the okay to release this one up yet. We're lucky that we got to this one before we did. And almost mutterings of a failure or better luck next time. You almost were useful. And as you go, you stop, or rather, the warden stops right outside the room, basically throws them in there, puts them on the chair, and it isn't too long before the royal mage appears. Soon afterwards, going into that room before the doors shut behind the two of them. What would you like to do?
Okay. I I have a spell that I was thinking of that I saw that I have, but I can't fucking find it now that I'm not Okay, I think I found it. So I want to try. I want to try something.
Mm-hmm. What
Can
would you
I
like to
cast?
try?
So first things first, I want to cast Intellect Fortress on the person that is currently being
Held to that chair.
held in that chair. Yeah.
Alrighty. I'll allow it.
And then I wanna cast Message.
Alrighty. What would you like to send?
So I'm gonna tell him that he's gonna try and take control of you. I've protected you for now, but I would recommend you act obedient.
Let me get my dice out, cause oh fuck. This man just isn't okay. As you hear that, or as this, from what you can see through the little window, you just hear God as as they like freak out. This, or rather, Blythe. Hello.
I was going to say, is their god a woman?
You just see this elf servant, or what was an elven servant, freak out in panic as you say this, because Blythe is unknown. It's presumed that Blythe is either not contacting anyone or dead. So, even though really Blythe is in the ballroom, but
Sure,
you
we'll say it's Blythe.
you'll say it's Blythe.
We'll say. No, I was making a joke saying we'll say it's Blythe. Technically I could only send I would have to cast message again, which I could do
I will allow
technically.
it to where this is basically just an RP moment. It's not the actual spell, so you are casting this the entire time. It's not combat yet.
Sure, just like they're just like they just like, yes, it's Blythe.
You sound much different than I expected.
Guy's
But
a fucking idiot. Guy's a fucking idiot, but somehow remembers the voice of his god.
I I imagine that the two gods that the elves worship the most, besides Blythe, is the god of sun and the deity of time. So two males versus one woman, or two masculine entities. One's technically gender fluid, but mostly masculine, and
I mean,
one feminine.
I mean, Zia is feminine though.
Sure, it's just like you sound different, but okay. Thank you for protecting me, my lady. How do I
You're
get
a
out of here?
the wizards are right fucking there, you idiot!
Strong like bull, dumb
Lem-
like ox.
Oh,
This guy is both like the most intelligent and the most stupid fuck I have ever freaking tried to save.
As this happens, aka the Wizard World High, you just hear the wizard like, oh great, he's crazy. It might just be better to just knock him out until he's recovered.
To be honest, Zia is perfectly okay with that at this freaking point.
It's just like, my lady, please help me. The goddess of the moon, please help me. Please protect me in this hour of need.
I'm either going. I am either going to freaking. I basically have two choices here. I can either make this guy completely lose his faith in this god, or I can, or I can make him absolutely love this god.
Which will be really awkward for the next arc, because that means he makes a reappearance.
Oh god.
I mean, hey, more funny
That's
moment.
awesome.
It's like, please protect. You just hear mumblings of this guy, this elven servant, just whispered for protection. I realize out of context that sounds weird.
Can I just say for once, I honestly wish Blue was here because Blue has better spells for this shit!
Lars! Where are you when we need you?
I've been here. I'm just wondering to be included.
I've been asking you.
Oh,
Anyways,
Do you want to see if
Oh.
Tia?
sure.
Alrighty, you hear this elven god, or elven god. Esther's not there. Anyways,
this
you
half-elven gremlin.
I'm confused what I hear.
you hear this servant that's in this room where via this little peephole that you can see through. It's not actually a peephole. It's like it's your standard prison door. And like as you look through it, you just see this guy basically rocking back and forth in the chair, losing his mind pretty much, praying for this god to protect him as he's somehow dodging swings from not only the warden but the wizard.
Yo, are you okay in there?
You are a fucking idiot!
As
I
you
would
s-
say I'm joking, but today no.
As this happens, you see both the warden and the wizard turn their head in the most creepiest manner you have ever seen, Lars. That's about.
Eh. Oh, hi, you noticed me. So, how is your
I
guys going?
just picture that the warden was like, ah, that's a bot.
So, how are you guys doing today in this area?
You should not
Fucking god.
be here.
Well, I'm here. Am I not?
Zia's still invisible, right?
Yes.
Can I cast Vortex Warp and get the fucking guy out of the chair and like somewhere where
I choose
I
where I
can
wanna
see,
be.
but out of where he? I'm talking about the guy in the chair.
The guy who's currently losing his mind prayed for his god, who's currently not even in the area. So,
Anyways, can I cast Vortex Warp and like teleport him out of the view of the
Warden?
warden and the wizard while they are distracted?
yes.
Okay, I cast Vortex Warp and then I immediately cast message saying your god is downstairs. Have fun, Esther.
It's
Yeah.
okay. You just see this god basically this guy basically make a break for it, trying to find the remnants of his own god to just basically worship. Well,
You
Lars,
go.
you see, or both of you also see, when the wizard turns their head back to see the guy gone, and they both immediately just go to open the door. Like, basically running at it, full stop.
Oh. That don't seem good.
I'm
What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna do something really fucking bad.
Oh no.
Do it.
Can I trip them with my tail?
Yeah, you know what? Sure. You know what? Because it's funny, I'm gonna say they automatically failed this dexterity roll.
I mean, it is also invisible, and I have a huge fucking tail.
Yep. So, as they basically push open the door and run out trying to basically grab Lars, because they think Lars is responsible for the reason why that guy's out of sight, mind you. They basically fall flat face first over Zia's tail.
So they're
Damn.
both prone now.
On top of them both. First the warden falls, then afterwards it's the royal mage falling on top of the warden.
Nice. I cast snare.
As this happens, you see both.
So, sorry.
Go ahead and describe it. It is your magic after all.
Basically, Zia spreads some rope on the ground around the both of them, 2 ropes, and they both have to they both have to make a dexterity saving throw, or be restrained in the air, and they're prone. They are currently prone.
Well, what do we need for the dexterity check?
1 second. 18. I'm pretty sure
They
if I
both
look at the
fail. So, congratulations. You can either report this to the king or one of the guards that you found them committing acts of black magic, or you can do the job for them and basically execute them.
personally, I'm going to say Zia starts heading to tell one of the guards. Lars is going to probably do whatever they want to do.
Lars, what would you like to do? You just basically see not only the guards fall face first, or not the guards, but the warden fall flat on their face after tripping over a tail, but you see this royal mage who you think would be a little bit smarter, but no, they also fell flat face over the
Them.
warden.
I laugh at them.
You laugh at them?
You just sit there
Literally, a
laughing
knee
at them.
slapper right there.
This is pretty fucking ridiculous.
I'm choosing to be a chaotic, rude bitch today.
It's like, child, let us out.
Listen, I'm trying to make D&D fun for me again.
Alright. Well, you can sit
Anyways.
there and laugh at them. Zia, roll me an investigation check real quickly, actually.
Okay.
And also an insight check. AKA, you're gonna look for a guard that actually has a good vibe.
23 investigation, 20 insight. The 20 is dirty.
Alrighty, so the guard that's nearest to where the king is, or King Blaze is the only guard that seems to not be, or the only guard that you can see that's currently in the ballroom that you can actively report to.
Okay. Zio runs over to them. At this point, I'm going to say they canceled their invisibility out while going down the stairs. And they say, um, is the guard a male or a female? I don't want to assume, or are they non-binary?
No, we gotta go.
Male.
Mr. Guard, I have caught the warden and a royal mage committing black magic in a room upstairs. I currently have them restrained.
Oh? Never thought that the warden would do this, but it would explain what reason knows.
Sorry.
Lead the way.
All right. Zia leads the warden up the stairs.
Alright, I'm gonna currently put basically a hold on that. You can think of whatever you want to do afterwards with this. I'm gonna say it's a relatively kind of quick process. You just also return to Lars basically laughing at the warden. Kilo! You happen to hear this
Yeah.
guy basically trying to look for the moon god. Pray, like basically thanking them for saving them.
Thought about that.
Esther's currently hiding within her wings. So what will you do?
Zia needed to act
Mello's just gonna
quickly.
stare at them like, what the fuck did I miss?
Zia needed to act quickly, okay?
This guy is literally looking for the most unique person. Esther's currently trying to basically hide.
Sorry.
With that, I will let you guys actually roleplay amongst yourselves if you want to use that speaking stone, because I gotta go do something real quick. I'll be right back.
Alright, time for me to take a fall for them. Oh, you!
God.
It is I, your god! This is gonna go bad. It's gonna go so fucking bad.
I mean, Esther's the one that can decide that. What happens here. And it's gonna be really weird because Blythe is female. And used a female voice in the messaging. Well, Zia did, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just fucking funny.
Just you wait, youngster.
Okay, if I heard that right, you said you were basically going to say that you're the moon god?
Yep.
You watch as this once previously ecstatic elven servant just looks you up and down before you're not the moon god. Don't you dare speak such blasphemy. You don't even have wings.
How do you think I go around in disguise? A god cannot show theirself to mere mortals without problems happening.
Zeus.
But this was rather important.
Your first instinct, Crystal, is to say Zeus.
In a long time, Zeus!
Still, it's always been described that you had wings. It doesn't make sense. And also, why are you so masculine? If you were Sir Rex, I would understand, but you watch it, he's just this elven servant is just continuously looking you up and down.
You're assuming what's down there.
Well, no, no.
That's what I thought. Now leave before other people try hunting you down and hurt you.
He watches this elven guy just starts backing up immediately and just makes a break out the ballroom outside. Well, that was interesting.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I don't know whether to thank you, laugh, or just being shocked.
Whatever makes you feel happy.
I feel like we need to ask Zia what's going on there.
I'm sorry, but what's gonna happen now is most likely, because you're saying he's gonna appear in the next part, he's going to be saying that the avatar of freaking Blythe is freaking
He said he
Oh
wasn't
god, I
gonna
didn't realize.
He said he wasn't allergic to it.
I am not realizing the consequences of my actions.
Eventually, there's going to be an electric boogaloo moment, so.
Oh no. Oh
So what?
god.
We're gonna.
What have I done?
Chaos. Lovable chaos.
May chaos take the world. May chaos take
What
the
makes it more
world.
funny is that there's like a secret path that Blythe has, which is just plague, so. Zia, we're back to you. This right-hand guard is basically pointing this giant, almost, you know this thing, like that little quick lasso that a lot of snake tamers use, or like snake catchers use, that allow or like creatures to put around their head. That's basically what they're doing to the warden and the royal mage.
Yeah.
In honor of your crimes that you have committed, oh my god, Esther has no face. Pumpkin, why?
Oh my god, Esther.
I just look up and Esther has no face. They get the Slenderman treatment. But,
I see.
they have a face again. It's fine. It's fine. They got so scared by that lunatic, that they act, instead of altering self to not have any wings or teeth, or like their antlers or anything, they alter it so much that they don't have a face. It's fine.
I see. I see.
That's how scared they got. They made sure they couldn't speak. It's fine. But, you... In order of the... Due to the crimes that you have committed against not only the royal family, but the general people of Marinwood, you are under arrest and under trial and scrutiny for not only treason against the king, but committing acts of black magic. Whatever you say now will be held against you in court. And like as this happens,
Hopefully, masquerading as a god is not considered treason.
no, they don't even know about that yet.
I know they don't.
Now, if we were in, say, something like Estrella, who are not as religious, but definitely have a huge emphasis on life's protection, we'll see.
Feel like okay, yeah.
It all just depends on how I decide I want to
I
bring
can
back
read
the
the
lunatic.
consequences of my actions.
Two of this party's gonna be arrested again. One of them, this isn't even their first time. But,
Hell yeah.
Technically, it isn't Zio's first time either.
But two of the party members get arrested again for treason, for blasphemy. Anyways,
Well, also
As-
they don't. I guess they might recognize Zio's voice.
yeah. As this poor guy is going to be broken in so many ways. Mind broken, anyways. As this kind of happens, you watch several other guards come up and basically do similar thing with the cat wrist method, where they basically place a little lasso over their head and keeps it there before basically getting them up, or actually in this case pulling them back down and kind of escorting them away from the party.
Read it.
You can follow after them if you'd like, both you and Lars.
Zio's gonna follow them as long as we're allowed.
Alrighty.
Your truck.
In honor for helping us, if you want to, in which case we would perfectly understand, you're allowed to be witnesses, as you did see them commit such an act. But considering there's already evidence of them previous misdemeanors, we do understand if you choose to sit out on this one, especially considering there is a wedding tomorrow for the king and queen. The execution will happen much later. I'm surprised, honestly. Look!
Anyways,
Black magic is illegal!
I
They're
know.
gonna get executed in this day and
Anyways.
age.
Zio's just gonna be like, yeah, I would like to be here for the wedding, but I am willing to help in the case any way I can.
As this happens, you just kind of see them basically walk past. Kilo, you see as this guard unit is basically carrying not only the warden, but one of the royal mages, like a cat being picked up, a stray cat being picked up by a pound. I forget what because I can't remember what the stick is called. So I'm just calling it a lasso at this point. A very fancy lasso. AKA they're being carried like cats outside to where you remember that the prison was.
Serves them right.
I didn't expect them to be carried like actual cats. I mean, whatever works for them, but Jesus. You guys got the handcuff treatment.
Well, Kalo did kind of put up a fight, and
Got
kind of
muzzled.
was a bit of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Which is shocking that you guys didn't get the cat treatment.
I don't think you can really cat treatment me, can you?
There. And like Esther just waves at Zia. Are you Zia and Lars? Lars, I'm surprised. What's your thoughts on this?
What's my what now?
What's your thoughts and opinions on this? Are you still laughing at the warden and the Wordle Mage?
Yep, they
Alrighty.
deserve it.
To be honest, Zia is heavily stifling, just breaking out in laughter.
I had this like entire
Sorry.
plans for like how you guys would basically angry confession them and that's how they get arrested. No, this is funny and I'm glad it happened. I didn't even think of this as a possibility and I love it.
You have forgotten the number one rule of life. Expect the unexpected.
Yep. So you guys are all, I imagine, back in the ballroom. Not many people are focusing on the guard unit, thankfully, so morale's pretty high. What would you guys like to do? Hypnosis is dealt with.
Zia is now going to walk over to Esther.
Yes, hi. What
Hi.
just happened?
Uh, basically, Lars accidentally revealed their position. Not mine, because I was invisible, but their position, and I kind of spur of the moment teleported the guy away and may have sent him saying that his god was downstairs. And then the warden and the mage kind of ran out, not noticing my huge invisible tail, tripped over it. I took the opportunity to snare both of them and then report them to a guard.
Uh, oh. So that explains the guy who was rambling about a moon god, trying to find them. Which, that was a very interesting moment on how it ended. You just see as Esther's somehow Esther can't compute anymore. Can't tell if it's the ball, the fact that they just had a crazy lunatic rambling on about Blythe, trying to find Blythe, which is very awkward because Blythe is sharing their soul, which is what I was originally about to say would have been a clip moment. And Kilo's, or rather, Milo, just
Hello.
Mellow. Mellow just basically saved them?
I see.
It was interesting because as soon as Mellow just went straight up, do you want to see what's under there? Because he questioned him about gender. The guy basically made a book for it. It was interesting. I mean, it's certainly a less violent way of solving problems, that's for sure. I just hope we don't have to see him in Estrella. Because
Hopefully not.
that's my domain. Or, well, #1 area of worship. And while I wasn't too highly religious for it, there are some people in that area that are, especially around the temple area. I just hope he wasn't one of the outcasted lunatics.
Ah,
If he was, well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Nothing ever goes wrong with them.
yeah. I mean, being spoken to by your god does kinda sometimes drive people crazy.
Huh. I wonder when I'll go crazy, or is it just because I already shared a soul with them?
I mean, with you, it's a unique case.
Fair. Well, as long as it's not Sirax or... I need to pull up the gods' names, because I forgot about them, fuck. I have not decided a name for the god type yet. As long as it's not one of the other gods, we should be fine. Wait, didn't I name the god deity of life and death?
No idea.
I think it was... I remember the name Smula. Okay, so Rula is the deity of life and death. But, that's the only one I can think of names of for right now, so... Well, I'll deal with that after session. Well, I suppose we can either enjoy the rest of this party now that we don't have to worry about the warden, who just got the cat treatment. Or we can call it a night and prepare for the wedding. I leave it up to you guys, cause... Whoa.
I mean, it's up, it's up to you.
I mean, I don't have Phantom's character sheet, unfortunately. So I
Yeah,
can't
that's the
plan.
problem.
I can't do what I've been planning for the wedding until Phantom's here. So either you guys can do delivery sessions, we can go through an awkward moment between Esther and Robin.
I mean, I kind of want to keep session going. I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, I did just freaking.
You just made a guy to say, you know what? If you guys want to, you can go and try and follow after the guy.
I mean,
Do you want to follow after the lunatic?
kind of.
All right, all
I'm
in
gonna go
favor of
try to.
following after the elven lunatic.
I.
I'll follow after them as well, but Kilo or Milo, and Lars. Do you want to follow after the elven lunatic?
Sure. I want to laugh.
Milo.
I work to burn the world.
Oh, I guess we got Kilo again. So, go ahead. Roleplay amongst yourselves. And also, I'll roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Sorry, I randomly so I messaged my girlfriend saying that D&D has gone off to a really interesting start today, and they want me to tell them the story, so I'm split trying to type out the story. Anyways, I got a 21 on investigation.
Alrighty, Lars and Gilo, if you're also going, what's your investigation?
Must roll 14.
At this point, I am just stuck to hand dice because that took forever and it's still not giving me the. Okay. Hand dice it is.
I rolled a 20 on the investigation.
Okay, I also got a 20.
Also, is blue like extremely loud for you guys?
No,
Not really.
just you.
It might just be because there's some, unless you have them up pretty high, because I have them at 118. It might just be because
I
there's
did have
somebody
them.
speaking.
I did have them up higher.
Well, as you basically all kind of start to investigate walking outside, you just hear this loud praise Blythe, basically. Like, Blythe has made their reappearance. They
What
have returned to
happened?
save her soul. You're
She was just gonna look over Esther.
Esther's just going to immediately facepalm. Like, do I have to deal with this everywhere I go now? If the inception is the truest theory. Oh god.
I mean, technically, right now they think Blight's avatar is a guy, so.
Well, this is a very
Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he doesn't spread that view too far.
you just hear in the they turns out their new avatar is male.
Zia also face palms.
Should I be worried?
Yeah, cause your brother caused this. Uh Wait, wait, could we send Kilo out there and just break him even more? Like, as this
No,
happens, like, as you kind of start to go into the market, which is kind of almost empty, mostly due to the ball, and you just see Robin look up at this guy, like, before looking at you guys, just like, what the fuck? You see also other merchants that you don't know as much do the exact same thing, just like, what's going on vibe. Well, this guy is just talked about Blythe has returned to save us all.
Gil's gonna walk up to him. My brother said shut up.
You're
Oh no.
he just looks confused.
That's in character, by the way.
Yep, I figured. And he just looks at you like, do you share a body with our god? Are you another god? I did not know Blythe
Oh
has
my
put their soul
god,
into
you mortals
two.
are crazy.
It's just like, as this happens, you all watch as this guy basically gets on his knees and worship is like, thank you, sir. Thank you for returning to protect us, Blythe.
Oh god.
I don't know what's
Oh,
funnier.
God.
Letting this happen or just intervening and being like, Blythe is dead. absolutely, or rather, that Blythe has reincarnated, but it's not them. Or
Well,
just
Zia
try
is not going to review. Zia is not going to reveal Esther if they can
help it.
help it.
Yeah, I'm saying this in character, by the way. It's like, at this
Oh.
point, I'm almost very tempted to try and basically black out, get Blythe to take over my body, and see what happens.
Should I be scared?
Is that a good idea or a bad idea? I don't know. Zia is also just utterly bewildered at this point.
Hold on, we're gonna roll a d4 and this will decide the outcome. Oh fuck. Be nice if the d4 would actually roll properly. Alrighty, okay, so as this happens, you just watch as like Esther basically blacks out, falls onto the concrete. Obviously, she didn't, or falls as close to the concrete as possible. They kind of just shield themselves with their wings and
Zia would also probably try to, you know,
catch them.
catch them.
You watch as like Robin just notices this as like, did they have another mana episode again? This is like the most horrible time for a mana episode.
I think they're trying to have Blythe be here. I have no clue at this point.
As this happens, you watch as Esther's antlers disappear. Their wings become white and blue. And their tail's gone. They look more elfin, if anything.
Make it work.
As they wake back up and it's just, so what's going on now? I was having a nice vacation, like resting for once before before I kind of fully transfer over to being absorbed by Esther's soul. What's going on?
There is a lot of things going on.
I want you, Kilo, Lars, Zia, roll me a dexterity check.
So there is one
24
thing
or a nat 20.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, hold on. I gotta pull out my d20 for this, because... Okay, an 18. So, as this happens, like, as this is going on, Helio, you watch as this elven dude's eyes widen upon seeing and looking directly behind you. You just barely managed to get out of the way. Not barely. The only one who barely manages to get out of the way in time is Esther. Or in this case, Blythe. As this guy makes basically a barrel run straight for Esther. Or what you guys now know as Blythe. Before immediately basically getting on their knees, it's like, I'm so sorry for dare speaking blasphemy, my lady.
Zia is afraid to speak.
And Blythe just stares like, what did you do? Why is there an outcast speaking to y'all? What have you done? And like,
Good question.
Saved him from being mind controlled?
well, mind control is just horrible and understandable. Oh, he's an idiot. Oh, that makes so much more sense now. You'd think he would follow Sir Rax, not me. But no. It's just like, as this happens, you just kinda see Blythe just open a portal, picks up the guy, and throws him basically what looks to be near Estrella before closing the portal. And it's just like, there, problem's done. I am not dealing with a lunatic at this day and age. I'm going to go back to resting. You might want to catch her before she passes out again. And like, as that happens, they basically fall. In which
Tia tries
case,
to catch.
I'd say Robin catches this time. It's just like, Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Zia tries to catch, but when they notice Robin they stop. Also, you are so lucky the rings aren't here.
Yep. Oh no, they can still be heard. The hotel window's still open. What the heck just happened? I know she can change her
They,
appearance and whatnot, but I don't think it was should be that drastic. She looked like a completely different person. Was that Blythe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dealt with the lunatic per se.
I saw that. My best bet is that Esther's going to need to rest a lot, because even though that was a god controlling their body, judging by the fact that her mana is kind of recovering here and there, or like actively depleting, while it tries to replace itself with god physical capabilities. If, and I'm assuming that at this point my theory is correct.
Ye-
Um, she
Did
might.
Zia give Esther the amulet? I think
They
Zia gave
did.
Esther the amulet.
They did,
Okay.
and it's just like, because I don't think this amulet is going to be working overtime until the morning. Considering that portal was not your average portal. It's a big fancy vortex warp.
Yeah, I caught that.
So I would say it might be a good idea, unless you guys want to go. Actually, probably not the best idea to go chasing after the lunatic, unless you want to go try and kill him. Which
That
I
sounds
I don't
fun.
think killing him's the right option right now.
yeah, definitely not. But I recommend that maybe you guys will have a rest, because there are elves. I'm not highly religious, but I do know that Blythe was a relatively popular domain, considering we were right next to the home of life, or rather the worship home of life currently, or like the most popular one. So you might go into the hotel, unless you want to deal with more potential lunatics. And like, as
Yeah.
this happens, you start to see that there are a bunch of elves basically running up the mountain. Like
You
a
are lucky it's a
stampede.
mountain, otherwise you're lucky it's a mountain, and otherwise Zia would have probably casted Wind Wall and pushed them all over. But Zia wouldn't want to push them that badly.
Yeah, fair. It's just like I will carry her to the room. But why do you guys
Ah,
always get into the weird shit?
And it's bad.
But also, who started it this time? That you had
Technically me.
Technically still Lars.
Lars. What did you do? How did you? First off, teach me how the fuck you managed to break a man that badly, or is it just a collective unit?
That was okay. That was partially me, and then Cleo.
So this guy just got broken by almost the entire party for from due to Lars being, because I imagine that as you guys are doing this, you're basically describing what happened to
I
Robin.
mean, Zia was going to describe what happened, so yeah.
Okay, we say that happened. Just a little quick recap, basically, for that. Just like so, Lars got seen, I guess. Great, that started it. You spoke to him, made him think he was speaking to his god when his god was
Yeah,
downstairs.
he thought he was speaking to his god before Lars was seen, technically. And once Lars got seen, I kind of just spur of the moment vortex warped him out of the chair, told him his god was downstairs, and yeah.
And I went back downstairs to the ballroom, broadcasting about Blythe the first time, which caused you. He points to Kilo. I guess whoever shares your body to basically go, you sure about that? It's me, I'm the moon god. And you pulled the ultimate, you want to check my pants joke. Which, nice on you. That I would have loved to been there in that opportunity. That could be a story I could tell a lot of people. Which caused
I
him
still
to
don't know who
run
that people
over
were.
to here, broadcasting about Blythe, thinking that was male. Even though Blythe was just basically, he doesn't shake Esther, but it's very obvious he's talking about looking at Esther. This one, to reveal Blythe, causing him to basically run over to her, and then got yeeted
Do a portal.
through a portal. This is the weirdest shit I've seen in a long time, but God, is this gonna make for an excellent either song or a fucking story?
I
I
got
might,
both.
honestly, it may be even both. I'm about to
Is
go back into Bard. I'm gonna go re-get my Bard's license for this shit now.
yeah, I guess this is really interesting. Oh god.
I'm sure nothing will go too wrong if you. I'm from what I've heard, you have to go back to Astrala. So he just kind of hands Zia the potion after putting Esther on the hotel bed, because I imagine you guys are kind of walking up the hotel into the suit, basically. Here's the potion that can transform your furry tabaxi friend into a house cat for a little bit. Gives you enough time to escape. I'll help you guys.
Zia grabs it.
Yep. I'll help you guys with whatever is necessary. I also have a spare just in case you're not able to sneak this potion in. I have a spare made already, free of charge. Just make sure this one maybe doesn't, pass out again. I don't want her to have a concussion or anything with how many times she keeps fainting.
Yeah,
Do we want to call it there? Just a little.
Yeah, I feel like we should because we don't really have Phantom here.
Yeah, and Phantom has a really huge vital role this next one for combat. If we don't roll a 4. If it rolls a 4, I'm gonna be so fucking annoyed. Actually, I should roll and just see and like write it down. So you guys know what, or at least I will know, and you guys know. Fuck. No, not the dice. No, you weren't supposed to roll that far out. In fact, that wasn't a roll then. That was just a toss. Okay, which one is this one? Pull up Android. Oh!
What happened?
So we got the dramatic one.
I see.
SpaghettiOs.
Okay. Well, with that, that will be how D&D ends. Next D&D session, we will hopefully be getting through this goddamn wedding. I'm never doing this dramatic of a wedding arc ever again. I hope you know.
I figured.
I am so sorry that I didn't think like it was very spur of the moment. I didn't mean to ruin any plans.
No, this is so funny. I'm laughing.
Oh my god. Now you gotta save the VOD because this is so freaking funny.
I'm gonna upload this one to YouTube, just like
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Like shorts of it or something.
Mm-hmm. Or like, I'll do one main VOD, maybe download it and edit it, because this wasn't actually that long of a stream, thankfully, so I can do some editing. But this is great. This is what I love about D&D. I can plan shit, and sometimes it doesn't happen. But hey, this was actually a lot better than what I had planned. It was also the main reason why this little arc was the main reason why I've been stressing about getting this session. Thank you, Zia.
Sorry.
No, no, you made this so much more funnier and so much more better than I could have ever possibly imagined. Thank you. You
You're
guys
welcome.
are free to go leave. Maybe
That's what a
next
conquer the
Tuesday.
world.
Maybe next Tuesday we'll finally be able to actually have a normal D&D session where it's a wedding. We'll get this blasted arc done with. And with that, after the wedding, we'll return to Estrella. Or at least Esther will be returning to Estrella. You guys will be going to, and Esther and Zia. You get, rest of you will be returning, or visiting Estrella for the first time. And who knows, maybe
I
more
do have a.
chaotic shenanigans will happen along the way. Like potions.
I do have a small idea. Why don't we just make D&D both Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Honestly, I think
Because it
that's
seems
what
like we kind of been struggling to do Tuesdays lately.
yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Where if we're not able to get it Tuesday,
Well,
Thursday.
the only reason I wasn't able to do Tuesday was because my brain was just fried.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, recent for the past couple of months, we have been kind of struggling to get Tuesdays because
Yeah.
either one person isn't able to make it, the DM's not able to make it. There's always a reason, so probably would be a smart idea to actually have it for every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah. So Tuesdays are normally what I was trying to do, but if we're not going to do it this trip coming Tuesday, see you next Thursday. Hopefully. It all just depends. Because I am actually finally getting a new PC soon. Finally! It took until June. But, you know, it's fine. It's Pride Month. It's about damn time.
I can order a